Uh, Hello. So this is another review, or probably a little more detailed review after I unbox the VG280K monitor. So, so this is how it looks after it's unboxed. The bezel, the width of the bezel is pretty decent. And say it is bezel-less. That's how it looks in the back. So all the ports are connected in the back, and you would have difficulty in case you have a habit of manipulating ports after they are connected once. It's hard to focus. So you have two HDMI. So you have two HDMI 2.0 ports. You have I think one DP display port. Then there is that power cord at the corner, and then you would have another port for connecting audio output. I think this is the audio output port. Then you have the DP. Then you have HDMI 2.0's 2. So these are going to support your 4K 60 Hz refresh rate capable devices. Then you have the VESA mount here, 100 by 100, like mentioned in the website for this. So when the monitor is switched off, you literally don't see any bezels. It's like complete black matte stuff. I would say it's a matte finish, right? Yeah, it's a matte finish. So when you switch it on, okay, so there are a little bit of bezel at the corner. Consider this, there is a little bit of bezel here, which is not seen when you are actually closed, when you have actually closed the monitor. So this is pretty much the real estate you get when you have switched on the monitor. It's a 4K monitor, so it can fit in kind of four full HD browsers, or browsers full 4 HD this screen would fit in 4 HD resolution in one. See, just to get you a hang of it, this is one. Let's see, I just open another tab here. You can fix another tab here. If you remember, this was one tab which was seen in a normal 13-inch full HD monitor. So you can do split like you always do in any Windows application. So I had a couple of questions with respect to the color reproduction and all. You can see it for yourself. So I'm just reducing the brightness a little bit so that you can see what is being seen on the monitor. Let me play a video like always, like everybody does. So this thing is playing in 4K. Sorry for the buffering. And let me try to increase the max volume. Hold on, I think I have So that's the maximum volume you can get. From what I can see, the colors are pretty decent. Let me move this into HDR. Okay, wait. You can see for yourself how the color reproduction is. Don't expect too much from the monitor's speakers. Speakers are just like what you see right now, what you hear right now. So let me go over what are the settings that you have. You have three different buttons over here. Let me show you there. Okay, is this tiny knob which gets you into the menus. The first one is a power button. Then you have quick hotkeys, like I have one for the mode, which mode, if it is a user mode, HDR mode, or any other mode. Then you have brightness control, and then you have this I think I mapped it to input type. So since you have three different inputs, you can basically select whichever input you want to. So let me show you what we get on the screen when you select one of these things. The first one is a power. Whenever you click one of these, you see this option where you can select. You can select the type of this thing, modes, view modes. So that's the graphic mode. I think they define the color profiles and everything based on what you have selected. This is the echo mode. This is the standard mode. Then you have the gaming mode, action, racing, then sports, and then user profile. So I'll show you what I have. So what you have inside this thing is you can have multiple options. Like you can select the color temperature for either user, blue light, or other stuff. So when you go by you I guess you guys know about that. You have a FreeSync option here available. It does allow you to see the refresh rate of what you have set. So when you're playing games, if you want to, you can have something. I haven't used it much. That's it. So you have black level adjustment, then hotkey adjustments. You can assign hotkeys what it should show. Then source, you can define which source you want to make it primary. Then you can have black level adjustment. So I can have low, high, or normal. So I've kept it normal, just for my preference. So you have a color profile where you can go and select sRGB mode, and when you select sRGB mode, there are certain brightness levels that are already defined and you can't basically change it. The moment you change the brightness and other settings, the sRGB mode gets removed automatically. So the moment I reduce, the sRGB is gone. There you go. So I think there are some bare minimum resolution and color profiles that you need to have when you are using an sRGB mode or anything. So another thing I had a question was with respect to how does Windows scaling support here. So I am running it on native 4K resolution, and then we have this. I have put my scaling into 125%. So what Windows recommends is 150%, but I have a kind of eye towards looking at 125, so that's how I used it. So